Welcome to Albion, a mystical land littered with deep forests, beautiful valleys, bustling towns and quaint villages. But don't be fooled by its beauty. This vast and scenic country is populated by monstrous insects, roving bandits, the undead and vicious Balverines to name but a few. Standing between the good people of Albion and the terrors of the land are the heroes. Some use their great powers for good, others for evil. And others, those with terrible judgment and too much time on their hands, decide that trying to use only summoning magic is a great idea. And this is the type of hero we're going to be. So join us, won't you, as we attempt to complete Fable Anniversary using summoning magic only. Welcome to the closest thing to a pacifist run you'll get in Fable. We couldn't think of a snappy title. We start off as a small child by the name of Chicken Chaser. Obviously our parents weren't brilliant at thinking up names. We live in the quaint little seaside village of Oakvale where everything is wonderful and nothing bad ever happens. Ever. Honest. It's our sister's birthday and we've forgotten to get her a present.
Some little girl I saw said you have a sister and it's her birthday. And it seems you haven't got her a present yet.
So we need cash, pronto. And as we're apparently far too young to get a proper job, our dad tells us he'll give us some money if we do good deeds around town, so off we go. Fable is legendary for its morality system. You can choose to be good or you can choose to be evil, and your appearance and how people react to your presence will reflect your choices. In this quest, you can choose to do 3 good deeds in order to get money from our father, or we can be an evil little sod and do bad things that we'll be given cash for. As we live in such a close-knit community, nothing's private.
I hope you bought your sister something nice for her birthday.
Even the neighbours are giving us jip for forgetting our sister's birthday. On our way round the village, we find this bloke cheating on his wife. He offers to give us a gold piece to look the other way, which we accept. Money's easy when your morals are loose. God, I feel dirty for saying that. As you can see, word travels fast in Oakvale.
His mother won't be pleased when she hears what he's been up to. He always seemed like such a nice boy.
He's in for a life of crime, that one.
He's a naughty one for sure.
Now the nosy bloody neighbours are banging on at us for doing one bad deed, the nosy swines. On our way around Oakvale, we make sure a trader's stock doesn't get smashed.
Oh, thank goodness.
And we abandon this kid who wants protection from a bully. We want to avoid physical combat as much as we can. We also inform the wife of the cheating man about his antics.
Right. I'm gonna turn him into Balverine food. Thank you, young sir, for telling me.
Thinking about you.
You filthy swine! I ought to chop them right off!
It's like watching the Jeremy Kyle show, only without a fight. We return to our dad. He gives us loads of money and we buy our sister, Teresa, some chocolates for her birthday. We meet Teresa just outside Oakvale and give her the present. Teresa can apparently see the future, as a few seconds after telling us of her dream, bandits start attacking the town. Like I said, nothing bad ever happens in Oakvale, lovely place. Luckily, the bandits are too dumb to look through large gaps in short fences. Oakvale is razed to the ground. Our house gets torn apart, our father is killed, and our mother and sister get abducted by the marauders. Isn't this such a wonderful game? We head back to our house, strolling happily past the bodies of our dead neighbours like the sociopath we are.
We must leave. It's not safe here.
But who's this? This wholly trustworthy, not at all dodgy looking bloke with a severe 5 head and Braveheart tattoos is Maze, the head of the Guild of Heroes. And if you think he sounds familiar, it's because he's voiced by the announcer of the X Factor.
Alas, poor Yorick. He's in the bottom too!
Maze takes us to not Hogwarts, where we are to train to be a hero.
For now, you should get some sleep. Your training starts tomorrow.
We meet our roommate, Whisper, and we begin our first day of training. And it's here we run into our first problem. We've got to use physical combat to get through the tutorial.
Come on, boy. You can hit it. Walk right up to it and give it a thump.
We'll make an exception here, as this is just a tutorial level. First we whack a dummy with our fists, combat training. And then we whack it with a stick, combat training. And then we head out into the woods to kill some beetles.
You haven't killed all the beetles yet.
Not a fan of the Fab Four, eh, Guildmaster? More of Rolling Stones, man? Ow! Help! Lads, he got George. Oof! That really hurt. Oof.
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance.
Years pass, fists fly at dummies, sticks are splintered in combat, and we find ourselves older, wiser, and...
You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now.
Hang on, have we actually been training with a stick for all these bloody years? Is there an age limit for swords in Albion? Takes a bit of the sheen away from the whole fantasy aesthetic. After a short sparring session with Whisper, we prove that the sword is indeed mightier than a pointy stick, and we utterly embarrass her in front of her brother, Thunder, who we'll come across later.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two.
The Guildmaster is pleased with our performance and awards 5 points to Gryffindor.
Excellent.
Bow training next. Easy enough.
Come on, lad. Get your bow out. Excellent. Good strike. Good choice of shots, especially for a first attempt. It doesn't add up.
Bollocks. Shit.
Keep them coming.
Why? Oh, oh my god, what am I fucking here? What am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing here? Yep, absolutely nailed that one. Thank god this isn't a bow-only run. Tip for speedrunners. You don't need to walk to the waterfall, just talk to the Guildmaster after the cutscene and you'll be transported there. Assess the wheel now. We zap the dummies with our magic. Beat that score if you dare.
Excellent use of magic. Well done.
We'll skip the optional quest with Whisper as that involves us killing bandits and we can't do that just yet.
Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete.
And now to the final test.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then.
This is a bloody long tutorial.
You must defeat me.
We hit Maze with our sword.
Attack me!
Shoot him with our bow.
A good strike.
Zap him with lightning and we're done.
But you have passed your final test.
We are a hero. Seems a little simple, any psychopath could get through this, but oh well.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills.
With that out of the way, we can buy our summoning spells, and here we run straight into our second problem. We haven't got enough experience to buy the spells we need. Bit too pricey. Right, we need to increase our experience, and the only way we're going to be able to do that without shanking somebody is with our lightning spell. We'll only use it until we're able to buy summon creature. This is going to be a fun run, I can tell. Drinking weird potions we find in the woods increases our mana, that's good. After zapping the crap out of a swarm of insects and one trader, we finally have enough experience to buy summoning level 1, which is... a wasp. Oh well, we'll make do. Apparently some more wasps are attacking the picnic area.
Wasps are attacking the picnic area! Follow me! Hurry!
This isn't a job for a bloody hero, you just need a rolled up newspaper or... Oh, we're gonna need a bloody big newspaper.
You saved my life. Thank you so much.
But I'll tell you what, our little mate is doing pretty bloody well. Let's see how he does against the Queen, and he's down. But he gets up again. Lad's got some bloody minerals, eh? With my spexophobia kicking in, our little mate thankfully swats the Wasp Queen and we get her head as a trophy. Is there a bin around here? We also didn't seem to get any experience from our Wasp as he was killing things. We did receive some from the end of the quest, but I think that might be a problem going forward.
My work here is done! I'm off to find others in need! God bless you, Captain Hardsheart! God bless you!
We might have to get Ghost Sword instead. I think that one awards experience as it kills things. We'll have to save up for that one though, it's a bit dear. With our well-earned reward money, we'll right the wrong our parents did when they named us, and we'll buy ourselves a new title. From this day forth, we shall be known as the hero Arseface. We travel to the city of Bowerstone, where we immediately have our weapons confiscated.
We have some rules round here that you need to know about. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now.
Hello, where's your sword carrier license? And we meet Maze. He tells us that slaying the Wasp Queen wasn't that impressive, there goes my self-esteem, and reveals that our sister, Teresa, might be alive. Now, one thing we need is better armour, and for that we need money. A lot of it. Fortunately for us, we have a good head for business after years of ducking and diving in the markets of Peckham. That in Fable's in-game economy is utterly broken. Fable has an in-game supply and demand economy. You can buy items from Bowerstone for $1 and sell them in Knothole Glade for piles of wonga. Not only that, you can buy something from one trader for next to nothing and sell them straight back to him for loads of money. Thank you, Peter Molyneux, you absolute nutcase.
For example, if you walk into a town and you see someone and they talk to you and they don't respect you, kill them. It's fine.
Here's how you do it. We'll go to this trader in Bowerstone, find the item he has a lot of, check the price, and if it's cheap enough, buy all of them. In this case, he has 64 boxes of chocolate and he's selling them for 3 gold apiece. We'll buy all of them straight away, and now the trader's going to buy them back off us for 8 gold apiece, meaning we get 5 gold in profit per box. But you need to sell all of them in bulk, otherwise their value is going to drop. This is actually a pretty good lesson on supply and demand. By playing the Albion stock market for just a few moments, we now have over 10,000 gold. It's literally that easy. We'll buy ourselves a full set of chainmail armour and we are ready for a rumble. Our next quest card from the guild gives us a choice. We can either protect Orchard Farm from bandits, or we can attack it with the bandits. We'll protect Orchard Farm and we'll take a boast to get us more money. In this case, we're not allowed to use any aggressive magic. Summoning should be fine, and this will be a great test to see if we can really play the majority of Fable as a summoner. On our way there, we meet Whisper, who's taking the quest option we didn't. In this case, she's here to attack Orchard Farm. What a true hero.
I hope you've been practicing. See you later, farm boy.
And our wasp has suddenly become useless, even against other wasps. Shite. I thought at the very least it would be able to make it through the second quest in the game. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Oh, hang on a second. Our wasp's just evolved into a bandit. Is that how summoning works? Quick tips. If you read the description of the spell, you'll find out what they actually do. Apparently it is. It takes the form of the strongest enemy it kills. Well, let's keep going then. We reach Orchard Farm, we have to stop these fuckers grabbing these fucking stone things and then fucking off with them. And we failed the boast. Well, I guess summoning is an aggressive spell then. What a load of shit that is.
You shall not pass!
Alright, who's the smart arse who just quoted Gandalf? And our bandit's leveled up again. And now Whisper's here and she wants a fight.
You've learned some new moves, have you?
No. Just to make it clear, the combat won't start unless I hit her, so this doesn't count.
So you can do it.
To give our summon the best chance in this fight, we'll try and keep Whisper focused on us. That will leave her back open to attack. Our bandit is doing pretty bloody well so far. He's given Whisper a right thwacking. He's done it. I'm shocked and really pleased that that worked.
Damn! You beat me again! But you can't stay lucky forever, farm boy.
You did it! I can't tell you how grateful we are. Someone should be round to pick up the boxes soon. Must be worth plenty of money to someone, though. I'll make sure to tell everyone about you. We need heroes like you around.
Well, that's a strange way to say thank you. Think I'll try clapping someone's face next time, see how they take it. Although Summon Creature is doing pretty good, it doesn't reward experience for the enemies it kills, and we really need some green stuff to level ourselves up. Now, Ghost Sword on the other hand, does drop XP when it takes down enemies, so we really should buy that as well. And we can't get it because it costs too much experience. Which we don't have because we can't get experience. Bollocks. Back to questing, and we need to escort this numpty to Orchard Farm.
I'll pay you if you helps me.
We tell our friend to hang about as we scout ahead to take out the dangers that lie on our path.
Wait. Very well.
And as we watch our summon take out the bugs, something creeps up on our trader and just kills him dead. Bollocks. At least we can loot a reward from a trader's body. No experience though. Certain things seem to break the AI of our summoned creature, such as this situation where the trader is fighting off the wasp, and our summon can't decide if he wants to shoot or smack the thing. With the last quest absolutely knackered, we'll try the hob killing contest. And Whisper's here, of course she is. I'll guarantee you she's going to be challenging us to a Pokemon battle before the end of the game. We'll let our summoned creature do the talking for us. This isn't going well. Well, he's got 1. Whisper has 4 so far, so he's got a way to go. Whisper's obviously going for the weaker Hobbs. Cheating care. With 1 minute left to go, it's 10-1 to Whisper. Reminds me of the last time I went to see Tottenham play. The summoning spell did well against the Wasp Queen, and so far it's been utter crap against large groups. Hopefully Ghost Sword will fix that.
Well done. You really taught the Hobbs a lesson.
You're losing your touch, farm boy. I've had enough of this.
We better make a move now and check on the damage.
Ah, apparently we can't complete the quest unless we win. I suppose we'll be coming back for that one later. Or never. Okay, if we find an Ages of Will potion, that'll increase our will experience by 1,000 points, giving us enough to buy Ghost Sword. If memory serves us right, there should be one in Oakvale. Bravely and heroically, we run past every trader getting attacked by bandits. We'll give this bandit 400 gold for safe passage through their camp, and we'll stand in awe as these guys start to speak in stereo.
What are you bloody sandwich? What are you hanging around here for? What are you hanging around here for?
I think maybe we'll try and half-inch some of their stuff. We've got to make some of that money back.
He's grabbing our loot! Kill him!
Ooh, they don't like that, even though we bribed them as well. Absolutely shameful. No honour amongst thieves these days. Oh, that's quite a few of them, I think they're mad. It's a bloody long way to Oakvale, and we're having to avoid so much combat as well. We can't even destroy these mushroom things in Darkwood.
Pleased to serve you.
Bollocks, that looked painful. And we're here. Oakvale. Home. Oh, who's this?
I remember you. We thought you died in that awful bandit raid all those years ago.
I'm surprised you can remember us with this massive helmet obscuring our features.
So where have you been all this time? You do remember me, don't you? I was looking for Rosie, my teddy bear, just before the raid.
Oh god, he's having a Vietnam flashback. I've seen Rambo. Everybody run. Well, apparently there isn't an Ages of Will potion in Oakvale. Excellent. But after doing a little research, it turns out there is one at the Grey House, which is just up the road. We'll do a little shopping while we're here and make ourselves a little spending money. 45k should do it. There we go. Don't we look pretty now? Oh god, even though we've been in full armour, we've still managed to get a few battle scars. We've even got scars on our Bristols. On our arrival at the Grey House, we get accosted roughly by the undead. Our summon doesn't do very well against the undead, apparently. Our bandit is now turned into a zombie. By distracting the undead bastards, we give our summon a better chance to attack. Now that the undead have been dealt with, we should be able to get into the Grey House. Bollocks, that red barrier isn't going away. Alright, plan C, or D. This really isn't going well. We can go absolutely no further in this current game. We have no way of making experience from just our summon spell, and we can't find an Ages of Will potion at all. So here's the plan. We've got to go back.
He's gonna take you back to the past.
Following the same rules as before, no physical combat aside from where the game actually requires it, and we only use our basic lightning spell until we have enough experience to buy Ghost Sword. From there, we go with summon spells only for the rest of the run. I tell you what, for our second challenge run, this has gone bloody terribly so far. Now that we've zapped enough wasps and gained enough will experience, we can buy Ghost Sword level 1. This had better work. Please. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, it works. It bloody works. Straight away, it's better than the summoning spell. It hits harder, better, faster and stronger, and it actually rewards us experience. Seeing as we're reinventing our character, we'll buy a nice suit of bright leather armour instead of chainmail. We'll keep the bodice though. We look good in the bodice. We'll get ourselves a new title as well. From this day forth, we shall be known as Pie Master. Okay, that'll be the last one of them, honest. Right, time to get this run started for real and take these wasps out properly.
Follow me!
You could say we're being a little overly confident, striding into battle with no weapons, hardly any armour and half a lady's bodice on, but I think we're going to do bloody well with Ghost Sword. It takes down the flying little shits with ease and... Bloody hell, it's absolutely levering the Wasp Queen. 3 hits, are you kidding me? And this is just level 1. We head back to Bowerstone, buy ourselves 85 apple pies for the road. We are the Pie Master after all. and meet up with Maze again. Back to Orchard Farm, blah blah, fight the bandits, yakety schmackety, defeat Whisper in 6 hits, thank the ghost sword. Oh my god, this is hilarious. And it's a success!
Damn, you beat me again!
Let's attempt the hob killing contest again.
Who's next?
Alright, this is bollocks, bugger that. We head for Darkwood to escort some traders through to Barra Fields. We'll attack the bandits on the road this time instead of bribing them.
He's trying to slip past. Get him!
A little experience farming never hurts. Arriving in Darkwood, we're greeted by these two traders who need our help to get to Barra Fields, on the far side of this charming place. We're greeted by a third trader, who asks for our help and claims something bit him. Yeah, I've seen enough zombie and werewolf movies to know where this is going. Sorry matey, no way. Ghost Sword starts doing its thing, taking down a Balverine. The best tactic here is to keep Ghost Sword between ourselves and the creature. Oh, buggery, the mushroom things again. As we can't directly attack the bloody things, we'll need to take the hits ourselves. The sacrifices we make for the people of Albion, eh?
I just have to hope someone else will help me, or I won't last the day.
They do a surprisingly small amount of damage, actually. Here comes a bandit, and by putting ourselves between the trader and his attacker, we get firmly pushed back through the doorway.
I don't think I can take much more of this.
I don't know how much more I can take either, matey. Good God, escort missions are just awful in every game, aren't they? And one of the traders is dead. Great. If only the AI could defend itself or run away or something. Halfway through now, one of our traders is dead and the other is damn near dead. This is going swimmingly. At least he's healed though, that'll make it even more painful when he gets inevitably double teamed by a pair of sadistic kleptomaniacs in the next area. We'll leave him by the doorway. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, apparently Ghost Sword is good at taking down hobs. Just not when it's a contest. Nice to know. Just this Earth Troll left, so we'll let Ghost Sword do its thing while we pretend we're playing Bloodborne. This might take a while. Let's skip to the end. There we go, that's what I call a good fight. We celebrate by eating several apple pies and we dump this useless bloke off at Barra Fields. Maze wants to see us at the pub in Oakvale, and we're not going to say no to a pint. After another quick Vietnam flashback, Maze tells us that there's a blind Sirius living with a bandit king Twinblade, who may be able to tell us what happened to our sister, Teresa. As we head off for Twinblade's camp, it's important to note that we're probably not strong enough and we're still about 2,000 experience short of getting Ghost Sword to level 2. Overly confident? Absolutely. We need to sneak past Twinblade's bandits who are guarding the coast road. Oh, this is easy. Oh, bollocks. Even though we've been spotted, we know the ideal hiding spot. Aren't we the sneakiest boy? As you can see here, these boys are a bit bigger, meaning it takes a bit longer to put them on the floor. You can see on the map there's a bloody lot of these robbing bastards up ahead, and as we don't want to get into a barney with all of them at once, we'll try and draw them out in smaller groups. We're going to need a bandit outfit to get into the actual camp. Luckily for us, it turns out some Berkshire Hunts left his bandit outfit in a few chests along the road. That should disguise us once we find it all. These archers are a right pair of arseholes, better spark them out. I tell you what, it's taken a while, but Ghost Sword's done bloody well so far. We're at the end of the road, we've got plenty of experience to level up our summon, but if we leave we'll have to go through all those bandits again. This was a bad decision. We managed to infiltrate the bandit camp, but we still need to get into Twinblade's inner sanctum. This bloke can sell us a pass for 1,000 gold, which is bugger all money to us, but it can also be obtained by gambling in the camp. Well, I say gambling, it's just spot the difference with a risk. Easy enough, but the time limit is a load of bollocks. We could either kill the bandit or the games master for the camp pass, but we're not allowed to initiate physical combat.
I notice you've been contemplating the gates into Twinblade's quarters.
Brian Badondi over here offers to help cause a distraction so we can get into Twinblade's quarters for...
Of course, such a risky endeavour would require adequate remuneration.
2,000 gold? Cheeky fucker. But we'll do it because the only other way is to initiate combat against one of the bandits and, again, we're not allowed to do it. We get a warm welcome from the bandits and here he is. Twinblade. Bloody hell, he's a big fucker. The fight starts and we can't use our magic. Why can't we use our spells? Well, this is a pile of wank. We can use lightning on him, but we can't summon our ghost sword. Oi, Molyneux, what the fuck? And lightning does so little damage to him it's barely worth it. So we'll have to load our previous save, back in Oakvale, and go through all that again. We're not going alone though. We'll buy Summon Creature again, see if that can't help us a wee bit. After pegging it back to Twinblade's camp, forgetting the bandit gloves, grabbing the bandit gloves and pegging it back to Twinblade's camp again, we're ready to try and take on the big bugger a second time. Shite, we can't use summon creature either. Well, this is a bit of a disappointment. We cannot complete Fable Anniversary using only summoning magic. I know we already had to make a couple of exceptions to the run, but this is a real pain in the arse. You'd think as we can use magic, we'd be able to use our summon as well. What an absolute load of bollocks. Well, even though our plans have been absolutely knackered, we'll keep going, see what we can and can't do as a summoner. As we weren't planning on using melee, our weapon is utter crap, so it takes a bloody long time to put Twinblade on his arse. We finally knock the big bugger down, but before we can land the final blow, somebody intervenes. Teresa. To sum it up, she was forced to watch the bandits torture our mother, they took her eyes, and then Twinblade found her and took her in, and then we turned up and ruined everything. Teresa gives us 10,000 experience. Holy shit, that'll get us something nice. And we have a choice to kill Twinblade or leave him be.
Or leave me alone. I'm dead anyway. I'm no one's king anymore.
Oh, now we can use our summons. After we've battered him to death with a shitty stick and an axe for 20 bloody minutes. We'll let him live. 1, he's looked after our sister for years, and 2, we can't kill him without entering into direct physical combat. Back to the Heroes Guild we go to see Maze again. What does old Mr. Fivehead want this time?
You've really come a long way these last few years, haven't you? People are starting to ask when they'll see you in the arena, out in Witchwood.
An arena, you say?
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
An old friend of mine has gone missing.
Maze wants us to travel to Witchwood to find his friend, known as the Archaeologist, who's apparently found something interesting.
I only hope it isn't too late.
Maze tells us he's worried for his friend's safety, and I'm sure he's been completely honest, genuinely concerned for his mate's well-being. Absolutely great friend, this bloke. Top man, not a liar at all. Nothing sinister here. Nope, nothing whatsoever. The shopkeeper in the Heroes Guild is bloody rude.
Oi! Stop being so annoying, you runt!
Every time with this bloke. We use the Cullis Gate to travel to Witchwood and we get buggered by the game again, as we need to punch the brambles to get through. Bloody game. Sod it, it's not a person. On the road we get approached by an earth troll who's spoiling for a rumble. We summon our ghost swords and... I really hope they're actually doing damage to him because he hasn't got a health bar. There comes a point in everybody's life where you wonder why you keep going. Why you keep on trying when you get so little in return, when everything you do seems utterly pointless. Whether or not you should get out of bed in the morning, waking up and going about your daily toil like a machine of flesh and bone and alright, fuck this shit for a game of soldiers, we're off. Wanker. Fingers crossed that was just a one-off with that troll. We defeated an earth troll earlier with Ghost Sword, but for some reason it's not working now. We call this foreshadowing. I get that Fable isn't exactly a perfect example of an RPG, but you'd think it would give you the choice to play through the game with the ability you prefer. The Archaeologist is behind this demon door, who won't let us in unless we guess his name by punching the standing stones around the corner.
I only open to those who know my name.
Fuck it.
S-H-I-D-S-H-I-D.
Oh, his name isn't shit, apparently. That's why he sent 2 Balverines after us. By the way, we did that with no resurrection vials. Yeah, I said it. Apparently his name is Hits. Well, I thought Chicken Chase was a stupid name. The Archaeologist doesn't seem too pleased to see us.
So, you found me. That's just grand.
Prick. Apparently he's hiding from Jack of Blades, who is a legendary hero we'll meet soon enough. Little bit suspicious, this. Poor bugger's hiding from a legendary hero, and Maze has pretty much put his life in danger. But I'm sure there's nothing dodgy going on here at all. We try and fail to pull a sword from a stone. And as we reach Knothole Glade, we find the front gate besieged by Balverines. Fucker's strong for a furry. Have some of this, you bugger. Oh, here's another one looking for a smack. Fucking do one, sunshine. Christ on a bike, how many more of these fuckers are there? The gates open and we meet the chieftain of the village, who tells us that a vicious white Balverine has been attacking the town. Conveniently, he turns up a few seconds later, and we go for the fucker. This is becoming a bit of a running theme now. We need to get 10 hits on the white Balverine to fuck him off. Our swords don't count as hits, nor does our summoned creature, but lightning does, of course. We go to speak to the wife of the town's late Balverine hunter, but we get attacked on the way there. Again, our summons doing nothing against it. The hunter's wife tells us that the white Balverine is her late husband. However, there's nothing of him left, and she asked us to end his suffering, giving us a silver augment for the weapons we're trying not to use.
Please take this. End his pain.
I don't want it.
Well, we didn't actually have to use the silver augment to get him to Scarpa, but now we've got to go after him and bring his hide back to the chieftain. We find the white Balverine again, and everyone say it with me now, our summons don't work against him. Thank you very much. Our lightning doesn't work either. Alright, we'll have to resort to melee with the silver augment on our terrible weapon. And he's absolutely mullered us. Round 2 and the big bastard keeps leaping at us.
Good progress in combat mode.
And he's called in the bloody cavalry, so we'll just have to whack everything in our sight for this one. Oh, bollocks. Let's get out of here sharpish. We go back to the chieftain, hand him the skin of the Balverine, and he thanks us, saying we should fight in the arena. The arena?
The arena!
Also, apparently Teresa's sent a letter here for us to read. Apparently she's been doing a bit of research into our family tree, and gives us a book about some mysterious power our bloodline has. Bollocks to that, let me know when the film's out. We're back at the Heroes Guild. And we've had a bit of an epiphany. That last quest was an absolute pain in the tits, and that was only Balverines. Shortly we're going to have to go into the arena. There will be every bloody thing under the sun that wants to kill us or eat us or do despicable things to our body, and we can't have that. So we need to level up our summons so that we don't get murder fucked by all the villains of Albion. Here are the highlights.
So we're here in Oakvale, and this is the Pie Master. He's just getting a stick out and holding it menacingly. He's already been given a fine of 40 gold from the officials. Oh, and it's kicking off now. I've not seen this much carnage since the last time Plymouth Argyle played away. Despite Pie Master's summons putting the literal swords to guard after guard, that 40 gold fine isn't going up, the lucky bugger. And at the end of an absolutely shameful display of heroism, if you can call it that, Pie Master walks away 40 quid lighter, but several thousand experience points richer. Let's just not mention the weight of all those dead cards on his conscience.
Right, I'm off to the social club, Gary. It's karaoke night.
We grabbed the arena quest card from the Heroes Guild. Well, a fight to the death is nothing new to us. We teleport over to Witchwood and we enter the arena.
There's a nice person to be seeing.
Look at him, the well-named Pie Master, if I'm not wrong.
These people are happy to see the legendary Pie Master. He truly is a sight to behold. Just hide your pastries.
Chameleon will breeze
I just wish Oakvale had an arena champ like Thunder or
Didn't
Janet
Scarlet
Blades.
Robe come from Oakvale?
What an interesting conversation with such varied accents. Why, aye? They do that there, don't they? Who are a combine harvester?
Go in there and show everyone that Oakvale people don't get pushed around. Well, not anymore.
We're led through the Hall of Heroes, gazing at the statues of past arena champions, and we meet the rest of our fellow contestants. We absolutely fit in here, don't we?
Every group of creatures you defeat wins your prize money and increases the prize for the next round. The aim is to stay out there as long as you can to earn the big gold.
We've got 30,000 gold, so we don't really need the cash. All the blokes we're going into the arena with have their own personalities, which is a shame that they're only in this part of the game.
Ah, hello there. Bet you're raring to get out there, aren't you? The ones who rush out are the first ones back. In pieces.
Me gonna win arena and marry Lady Grey. Me like Lady Grey.
Can't you see I'm trying to meditate?
Chameleon's apparently copped his whack, so we're up next. We armour up and head to our fate.
Either way, put on a better show than Chameleon. Pathetic.
Put on a good show, eh? I'll give you a good show, because I'm going to try and do this without hitting anything at all. This is going to suck, isn't it?
Round one. They always tell me this one gives them the biggest, buzz.
Funny fuckers. Buzz. I'm guessing we're fighting Balverines.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment, I give you Pie Master! And we're on to the first round. an old arena favorite. It's the Wasp Horde.
Oh, that's a lot of wasps. Why are they booing us? Ob's next. Our tactic here is to use Ghost Sword as much as we can and keep our summoned creature as a backup in case we get overwhelmed. The audience really doesn't like us using our magic. Are they not entertained? Is that not why they are here? I should explain the applause meter. The more we impress the crowd, the more likely they are to throw us items, and the more money we get at the end of a round. But we must have caught a really interesting bunch of bastards this time, as they're not at all impressed by 3 spectral blades slinging themselves at creatures, while some fat bloke in a dress does laps around the ring. I'd love to know what they were watching before they came here. Wankers. Round 3 now, and it's a team round, and we get tied down by Whisper. Oh, this is brilliant. And we're fighting Balverines. Oh, fucking brilliant. The Balverines are getting a bit intense now, so we'll bring out our summoned bandit. Oh shit, here comes a white Balverine. Hopefully we don't need silver to kill it, or we've effectively soft-locked ourselves into this. All this running and rolling has given me severe PTSD from the Margit fight in Elden Ring. Bloody thing's taking a while to drop. Go on, lads, kick him in the Jacobs. Feed him his teeth. Well, that took longer than expected. What's next? Oh, good, now there's 2 of them. You might want to make yourself a cup of tea. We'll be here for a while. Oh, thank fuck that's over with. I absolutely dread what's next. Zombies, okay, this shouldn't be too bad. Strange rostering choice there, putting the fragile dead buggers after the incredibly strong furries. Piece of piss this, we don't even need to run away, just a steady walk will do it. Alrighty then, what comes after the zombies?
It's round 5, and here they are. Spared from the headsman's block. Let's have a big hand for the bandits of the Black Hand Gang.
Oh no, it's the dreaded Black Hand Bandits who nobody's heard about until right just now. Hang on a mo. The Black Hand.
Sithis will forgive any murder, any theft, so long as you serve the Black Hand.
Anyway, another one that takes a while but isn't too hard. These blokes are as thick as 2 short planks. Just look at this mug, walk straight into the spinning blades. And then this matey, straight into the flaming spike trap. Bloody hell, I'm surprised these blokes were a gang at all. They couldn't organise a piss-up in a brewery. The crowd's still absolutely hating on us as we lure the bandits into a simple game of try not to walk into the literal death traps. Earth Trolls next. Oh, this will be fun. Well, these 2 were a pair of pricks. Despite the severe brain damage we're no doubt receiving from this fight, our summons are doing very well, making light work of the big buggers and netting us some experience in the process. Apart from when they stop working.
And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
Let's hope this doesn't become a bigger problem in the next fight. And now it's Rock Trolls. One of them's down, and Whisper seems to have gotten herself trapped between the wall and the fire trap. Legend. The ghost swords have gone on strike now, and our bandit is barely attacking the bugger. Looks like the AI has finally snapped, as it's only working a few times per summon. This is so much fun.
1 hour later.
Alright, it's been about an hour now. We are standing uncomfortably close to the remaining rock troll. He is lobbing rocks at Whisper while we summon our ghost swords every few moments to get a hit or 2 in before the AI gives up. Gotta feel bad for Whisper here, she's just getting clobbered. And it's dead. Oh, thank fuck for that. One final round to go now, and this is going to be a nightmare. We can only really do damage to him when he's a charge with his laser up, and it looks like the AI is still kind of fucked. Again, the big baddie going for Whisper. I think what's happening to the enemy AI is that because we haven't attacked it directly, it's concentrating on Whisper. And since we aren't being attacked directly, our summons aren't attacking it. Even the bugger's poisoning attack is going straight for Whisper instead of us. We're only really taking damage when he runs over us. At least it's going down faster than the rock troll.
One eternity later.
It genuinely looks like we've broken the game's AI. This is a completely unexpected turn of events. Even Whisper isn't bothering anymore. We can walk straight up to the Scorpion, dance in his face, and he'll do fuck all about it. Our summon's struggling to attack again, but like I said, quicker than the rock troll at least. And it's down. Holy shit, this has been a painful experience. What we've learned is summons don't do well against bosses. For anybody who's played Fable before and knows how long the arena is meant to take, you'll be interested to know that doing this with summons only took 2 hours. Now that that shit is over, the villain, I mean obvious villain, I mean definitely a bad guy, I mean legendary hero Jack of Blades shows up, and it was at this point that the audio broke as well.
After an eternity away from you all, Jack of Blades is back.
So I'll sum it up.
Hello, it's me, Jack of Blades. I'm back. I've got your prize money here, but I think it'd be a bit interesting if you fought each other, so be a good little pair of heroes and kick each other's asses for my entertainment, will you?
So we've got to fight Whisper for the prize money, which is easy and our summons are actually working. If we kill her, we get a bonus prize. There's just 2 problems. 1, Whisper isn't hostile anymore, so we'd have to attack her physically to kill her, and 2, I think she's definitely worked hard enough to be able to live. On leaving the arena, we encounter Thunder, arguing with Lady Grey, the mayor of Bowerstone. Glad to see we have a similar taste in clothing, we look better, naturally. Thunder's all pissed off at us, but I can't tell if it's because we beat Whisperer or because we cock-blocked him.
Thunder, I am tired of your protests, tired of your jealousy. The time of your glory is long gone. You should learn to accept that.
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort. This area is not good either. I hate this, but I'm mainly worried about this.
Walking back through the Hall of Heroes, we hear about Scarlet Robe, a legendary hero who saved Knothole Glade from a horde of Balverines. And, in a shock twist, is revealed to be our Mumsy. Jack gives us the Arena Champion seal, which definitely isn't going to be used to keep an eye on us, and tells us that he knows where our mum is. If we go and grab Teresa, he says we'll have a big family reunion. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. After that shit, we hightail it back to the guild, where the guildmaster informs us that Teresa wants us to meet her at the Grey House in Barrowfields. Brilliant, back to the zombie-infested DOS house. Teresa, who's apparently wearing Gears of War armour, tells us that Jack of Blades is actually the baddie. Shocker. As if we didn't have that one figured out already, the creepy twat. And he's keeping our mum locked up in Bargate Prison, probably alongside Rodney and Reggie.
You did read the book I sent, didn't you?
Nope, didn't read it. We've got to find the archaeologist again, as he's the only person in Albion who knows how to pull a reverse Shawshank and get into Bargate. But of course, old Jackie Boy's after him as well. We head to Bowerstone North, ignoring anything to do with Lady Grey because...
women weaken legs.
Another rather worrying thing that struck us at this point is that during the Bargate prison level, there's an interesting caveat that might cause us some bother, but more on that later. What the bloody hell is that thing? I'm used to bandits, giant wasps and furries, but what the hell is this? Looks like something Slanesh would cook up. Oh, we're off to another great start. I don't know what else we expected here, to be honest. Ghost Sword is doing alright when it's working, it's just not working that well. Also, if one of the swords get destroyed, we can't summon it back until they're all gone. Oh look, an ebony crossbow we aren't allowed to use. Great stuff. We've got to use some serious rolling as our summons fight the Dreadwings. Yes, that's what they're called. I know they don't have wings, just roll with it, we'll thank Peter later. Hiding in a field while people fight and die in front of you. This seems familiar. Holy shit, our summon just turned into one. Oh, that's great. Oh look, our favourite type of enemy. Another sodding rock troll. Can we skip him? Oh, alright, I suppose we can. They're trying to load Indiana O. Jones into a boat, and we've got 5 minutes to kill all the Dreadwings and save his ungrateful backside. This is either going to go very well or utterly tragically. There's 2 ways we can go about this. Go at them bit by bit, taking down the enemies as they spawn, or we can bum rush straight in and it'll be a big old clusterfuck. Bum rush? Bum rush. Oh god, here they come. Our summons are really holding their own in this fight. And our creature has turned into a magic Dreadwing as well.
You saved me. But then, I'd still be safely in my cave if it wasn't for you.
Rude.
Yes, I know the way into Bargate Prison. I know everything, don't I? There's an ancient route into the prison through the Lichfield graveyard.
Alright, off to Lichfield we go then. Oh shit, there's one left. Oh no, that's our dude. Fucking hell. Sod the zombies, we know we can defeat them easily enough.
You have a whole set? That must be worth a bleeding fortune.
Yeah, I smashed open the crypt and it was all just lying there.
You'd better hide it to make sure no one else steals it.
Don't worry, I've got it stashed all over the yard.
Shh, what was that? Someone's out there. I better go. Alright, I'm leaving. I just needed somewhere to sleep.
Oh, here we bloody go.
Oh, hello. Guild business, is it, eh?
Yes, open the gate, you grave robbing parasite. We'll nick that helmet while we're here. Guild property after all.
Oh, that old thing. Someone gave it to me as a present.
Oh dear, the groundskeeper has suddenly come down with a case of death by zombie. Never mind. We find Nostro's tomb and...
My armor, my helmet, my sword and my shield. Gather for me in the path I shall yield.
Luckily for us, repossessing Nostro's armour from this grave robbing bellend is exactly what we need to get through the demon door.
3, 2, 1.
Right, we give the dead bugger back his gear and we leave this charming and exotic locale through the demon door. Lots more zombies round here and we're just going to run through them because quite honestly, we can't be arsed with the respawning bastards. And now we've got ghost zombies. Literally the undead. Mental this, eh? Come on you fuckers, fall over, that's enough. Right, in we fucking go. God, there it is. What we just witnessed, although for a fraction of a second, will possibly be a bloody nightmare to fight in a while. More undead, because they're very cheap labour, we'll just fuck them off, and more zombies. As I said earlier, not a problem, just a nuisance. And now we finally reach the inside of Bargate Prison. I think the guards are suitably annoyed by our having escaped into the prison, and we have to roll like fuck to avoid the hail of arrows flying at us. We sort these buggers out, and then we find her. Our mum. Clearly she's pleased to see us.
I told you. Touch me again, and I'll wring your neck.
Nice to see you too after about 20 bloody years. We break Mummy out and, oh good, here's Jack. Floating, menacingly.
This child of yours is quite the hero, dear Scarlet. Did you know he's being crowned arena champion? It must run in the family. That and getting locked up in one of my charming little cells.
He doesn't know anything.
I think you'll find he knows a great deal. You see, the arena seal I gave him has been showing me his every movement.
I knew that arena seal was a tracker, you git. Try to steal our location data, will you?
It has been most entertaining, digging up with that crazy sister of his.
Teresa.
She's told him all about the sword.
Sword? Oh god, we never did read that book, did we?
And now, my sweet
bastard!
Jack and his minions throw us in the clink, nick our clothes, our hair, and our gut. Now we're just a skinny bald bloke with nice tats and snazzy knickers. Sad times, lads, sad times. Nice underpants, though. Our convict neighbour tells us that the warden keeps the keys to the cells in a book in his office, which is a great place to hide things, so long as you're not running a bloody prison. Apparently it's the warden's birthday, and he wants us to race around the prison, which is unusual punishment, but at least he's concerned about the fitness of the convicts. Could do without the verbal abuse though.
Call that running, you snail! Hey, you useless filth!
Get your finger out, puss bag! Way, you great big balvering turd!
All these insults do absolutely nothing. We're called Pie Master for fuck's sake. And we win because, of course, we're the main character. Our prize?
The recital will begin anon.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The Warden reads us some of his poetry. The Warden's poetry is, of course, the 4th worst poetry in the galaxy.
The cautionary song of the jailbird. Behold, the ball, the spirited sparrow, as it doth fly above our dreary jail. None can harm it, not even an arrow. And should you try, you would surely fail.
We'll search his books, and we find nothing.
It's painfully obvious you have no interest in the arts.
Next year then, 1 year on and we've grown a wee bit of hair back. An awful goatee as well. The other prisoners get trousers. We have to do this in our scants. This is blatant discrimination. Pie Master, ironically, is the fastest one here. We win a cause and we're treated to another poem.
Oh, grey is the prettiest colour, for it's in her name, her eyes, and her soul. She lives in the north side among rainbows, and I look at her from dead, scummy slums.
While he's droning on, we'll search the books again, and oh, thank God. I do wonder where we're hiding that massive key, though. Time for a breakout. We'll release the others as well because we're nice, and there'll be a nice bit of fodder for the guards. We get our gear back, and now we can use magic again. Apparently a hero's willpowers are linked to their clothes or some shit. I don't know. We break our mum out of her cell, and seeing as she has a health bar, we'll just sprint through the waiting guards as best we can. Oh, hang on, we had a shitload of apple pies on us when we came in here. Who's nicked them? Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? You fat bastards. Okay, fuck the zombies. More bloody guards. Come on, mother, run faster. And here we are. Probably the biggest problem we might be facing. This big old Lovecraftian bastard. It's your typical Zelda fight, really. Take out the tentacles to bring the beast's body up, and then have a go at it. Nice and simple in theory. In theory. Predictably, our summons will not register the tentacles as an enemy. Alright, we'll try our lightning spell, which does sod all damage. As does punching it, and hitting it with our terrible axe. And the bloody tentacles keep going after our mum as well, which is great because if she dies, we have to start again.
Wait. Wait.
We finally zap the bloody tentacles enough to bring up the thing's head, and holy fuck, it's absolutely horrifying. Horrendously terrifying monster. We zap the fucker down to half health and he buggers off again. We start attacking the tentacles once more, but now our mum's on critically low health, and we keep accidentally zapping her with lightning. And mum's dead. Alright. Load game. Bye bow. Prison time. Right. Here we fucking go then. Kill creature. With Mummy now free, it's time for us to go and shove our boot right up Jack of Blades' arse. Mum's off to find Teresa to make sure Jack doesn't find her, and we've got to get to Hook Coast and stop Jack from getting his grubby, creepy little mitts on the Sword of Aeons. The only way to get to Hook Coast is by activating the Darkwood Cullis Gate.
It's the only way to get to Hook Coast.
Because apparently boats don't exist. Oh, hang on a second, yes they do. After a haircut and a bite to eat in Bowerstone, we're off to Darkwood. But before we can activate the Cullis Gate, we've got to defeat a few waves of enemies. Of course, why not? As we kill the Hollow Men, this little bar on the right fills up. When it's full, the Cullis Gate will activate. But because we're only using summons, and they aren't killing quickly, the bar isn't filling up fast enough, and keeps dropping down. Good. If only we had Ghost Sword level 4. Our summons are strong, but they just aren't fast enough. This is taking too long, and in all that time, we only got close to completion once. So it's back we go once again, off to harvest some experience so we can level up Ghost Sword. Now I understand why there are so few Fable challenge runs. Side quest time. Break the siege. We're travelling to Knothole Glade to stop a group of bandits who want their chieftain back.
You're going to take them on all by yourself? You're a real hero, or a real fool. Well then, let's get started.
Look, the gates are opening.
Oh, that went well. You'd have thought they'd close the gate if an army of bandits wanted into the town. Well, that rules out protection missions for now.
Well, that could have gone better, eh? I hope you weren't expecting a reward.
On looking back at the footage, you can clearly see our summon attacking the bloke we're trying to protect. I mean, look at it. Just ignores all the other enemies and goes straight for the guy we don't want to kill. Bloody thing. Load the game, back to the Heroes Guild, and do all these bloody quests involve us trying to protect some mug? Let's try this one. Trader Rescue.
Oh, thank Avo you're here, sir. The situation is bad, sir, real bad. The bandits are demanding protection money from the Traders' Union. I just got out of Guard College last week and I only got a C- in hostage recovery. I'll tell you where they are and leave you to it. Let me see, wait a scorn damn minute, you. You thinking of...
Oh good, our summons are broken and are trying to attack us. I'm losing the will to live here, fucking game. This is the only mission in the entire game where the summons have tried to go for us instead of the enemies. I don't know why, they just do. Next, Lost Trader. Right, find the trader. Okie dokie, this bloke here is going to stay put while we go to work on these thieving buggers.
Please help!
He's matey boy and, of course, we need to escort him back.
Wait.
Oh, you found him. Thank ye.
Thankfully nothing went awry and we get the reward. We're still about 1,000 short, so it's back to Oakvale to harvest some experience. Once again we anger the guards by walking around with a twig, and half an hour of civil unrest later and we've done it. Ghost Sword is at maximum level. Hopefully this will give us the edge we need. We're back in Darkwood once again, and Ghost Sword is, well, slightly quicker I suppose. Still doesn't seem to be doing much. This is going to go about as swiftly as the 100 Years' War, innit? We break out the Soulsborne strategy again. Rolling makes us invincible, so we'll constantly roll in between the crowd of undead buggers, allowing our summons a concentrated group of targets to go for. And that seems to have worked. Brilliant. Let's see how we're going to get buggered next. Off to Hook Coast, which looks somewhat Christmassy if you ask me. People here seem to like us.
Greetings to you. I suppose you have to pay him some respect.
Seems we haven't managed to ruin our reputation here. Yet. We head to our target location and, right, we can't get through.
That magical barrier wasn't there before.
Mumsy contacts us and tells us to come back to the Heroes Guild. She's found something in Maisie's office. Ominous. Back to the guild we go and we watch in unamused silence as our mum gets captured for the 3rd time. What a legend. She tells us to read the book, the Thelma Lurgy, the book she wanted us to read. Back to Hook Coast and we've got a new enemy to try and fight and probably die against. Oh look, they got a water fountain of that creature in the prison. One of these new hooded buggers tries to have a go, but Ghost Sword firmly smacks his ass back to the Shadow Realm. Happy slappy little twat. We head back to the Red Barrier thing. The Guildmaster reads the magic words from the Thelma and Louisa code. And we find Maze. What a twist, I could never have seen that coming. Apparently he's tied Teresa up, the dirty bugger, and tries to give us a half-assed excuse as to why.
Your sister. I know. I had to tie her up. Jack is controlling her somehow.
You're a fucking idiot. This needs to stop. Now.
And now Jack of Blades is here. Of course, they're working together. Maze summons the Septimal Key, which will enable Jack to activate the focus sites across Albion, allowing him to obtain the Sword of Aeons. But before they can take us away, Teresa breaks her finger at Maze and frees us. Now it's just us against Maze. A battle for the ages. And it'll probably take ages too. We summon our swords and our Dreadwing thing, and promptly do a runner so we have room to manoeuvre. And Ghost Sword is doing absolutely fuck all. But our Dreadwing is actually doing some damage. No, don't go for the bloody Banshee thing, attack Maze! And now Maze has bloody healed himself. Despite our summons doing their best, well, trying to do something anyway, Maze healing himself is just undoing any progress they make. Oh, fuck this. With our sanity on the brink of collapse, we'll pull out our fucking shooter and go put a few holes in the horrible bastard. And he's just blocking our arrows now, the cheating bastard. That fire attack is just absolutely rinsing us with a one-hit kill. Doesn't help that we haven't levelled up our health at all, I'll admit, but bloody hell. Hopefully we're making some progress now. He's almost at half health, but we've got no resurrection files left. Oh, dead again. Bugger it. Maze's fire attack drains our health and resurrection files each time he does it, so we'll have to bulk up our health a bit. We may be able to do this with just our summons and lightning, but it won't be easy, especially when our summons try and focus on the bloody wraith creatures.
Right there!
That's another thing, the wraiths are an absolute nightmare, but luckily we have a cunning plan. Maze's area attack also hurts the hooded bastards, so we can lure them into the area of effect and have Maze take them out for us. Now we've got Maze down to half health, he does his best Portland Bill impression and goes to hide in the lighthouse. But we're not having any of that. We drag him back out and continue to boot him in the proverbial Jacobs.
I should have killed you then.
And Maze is down. He gives us his deathbed confession.
You want to know why I did it, don't you? I suppose I'm just an old coward boy. We don't all embrace death. For some of us, the only quest, is to escape death.
As usual, the villain did it because he didn't want to die and ended up dying in the process. Standard. Well, that was easy enough. Only 1,000 experience? Fucking tight git. Back to the guild. Things aren't going well. For this lot anyway, things are actually going alright for us. The guildmaster tells us that Jack is activating the focus sites. And this is it. The final mission, the fate of Albion, hangs in the balance. Guild apprentices join town guards to fight off the horde of Jack's minions. Legendary heroes like John Lennon and Whisper's arsehole brother hold back wave after wave of creatures. And we run right through each area, ignoring any and all combat, zipping from place to place like a hyperactive mosquito. Finally, we reach Headman's Hill. Jack's brought our mum along for this one.
Sweet Scarlet, I hope there is still some blood left in those hard old veins. But look, here comes a fresh supply. Are you ready to see the guild burn, hero?
He buggers off and we head back to the guild to face our fate. Try to stop Jack of Blood. Try? Is that meant to be a joke? You having a Turkish at our expense, Peter? Oh no, Baldy's been winded.
And he has your mother and sister too.
Seems it's not just the blood of the old kingdom that runs in the family, being captured does too.
Stop him, lad. For all our sakes, stop him.
On we go. We rush into the guild caves, we barge into the chamber and face down Jack of Blades. Teresa's knocked out, so she's going to be a big help. Jack just needs one more thing to obtain the Sword of Aeons. The blood of the old kingdom. Our blood. Teresa's blood. Our mother's blood. There's one thing you need to know about legends. Ronnie and Reggie knew it. Genghis Khan knew it. Jesus knew it. No matter how big of a bastard or how much of a saint they are, you don't hurt their mum. Needless to say, we're going to run Jack's teeth so far down his throat he'll be able to chew with his arse. Again, this is your typical boss fight. Jack's casting spells and summoning Dreadwings. We'll whip out our own summons, run around like fuck and watch Jackie boy get a good pasting whenever our summons catch him. We'll take a brief moment to appreciate the artwork adorning the walls, which you can also see in Fable 2. Jack's minions go down easily enough, which is very helpful because there are a hell of a lot of them. Well, so far this is 1,000,000 times easier than the fight with Maze. What a bloody relief. Our summons are doing quite well too. And with Jack down to half health, that heralds the end of stage 1 of the fight. Jack, imitating after baddies from Power Rangers, increases his size and starts to float in the middle of the cavern, hurling spells at us again. And this is where it gets annoying. You see, Jack's in the air now, so neither Ghost Sword or the Dreadwing can physically hit him. Not for lack of trying though, bless him. Our summoned Dreadwing can shoot spells at him, but yeah, either the AI's targeted as fuck, or Jack's just impervious to our summon's magic attacks at this point. From here on, they can only really take out Jack's Dreadwings, and this bogs us down completely. Jack keeps summoning more and more Dreadwings. We are taking a lot of damage from his magical attacks, especially whatever the hell this attack is that does multiple hits. And to top it all off, Teresa's still just lying there, the lazy bint. We resort to using our lightning spell, but that's doing absolutely nothing. I guess there's nothing for it now. I'm gonna have to pull out the shooter. Our bow is actually making progress against Jack, but we're still taking massive amounts of damage and it's decimating our supply of resurrection files. We're also having quite a hard time actually targeting Jack, which is ironic because he's the biggest bloody creature in the room. Our character just seems to want to kill the Dreadwings. What a tip. And that's done it. Oh, thank Christ. With one final effort, we finally put Jack down on the fucking floor where the scumbag belongs. Prick. It's lucky we killed him when we did. We didn't actually have any resurrection files left. Oh look, Teresa's awake again. Very convenient now that all the hard work's done.
And now comes the choice I spoke of so long ago. Strike me down now with the sword of Aeons, and you will become as powerful as Jack dreamt of being. Cast it into the vortex, and its darkness will be gone forever.
She gives us the choice to kill her and keep the Sword of Aeons, or to destroy the sword for good, ensuring that it will never fall into the wrong hands ever again. Well, I know it's a pretty pointless rule at this point, but if we want to keep the sword, we'll have to physically attack her. I think we'll let our summons decide. And of course, Teresa isn't a hostile target, so our summons spare her. We yeet the Sword of Aeons into the vortex, destroying it for good.
It's time I found where I belong. I know it isn't here.
Teresa promptly buggers off and won't be seen for another 500 years, and we leave the guild cave to the adoring cheers of the people of Albion. And that's it. Thank fuck. So the answer, ultimately, is no. You cannot complete Fable Anniversary using only summoning spells. You can do a hell of a lot of it using only summons, but not the entire thing. In all honesty, there were only 5 major parts that prevented us from actually going the distance. Those being the Twin Blade fight, the White Balverine, the prison monster, Maze, and Jack's final form. But you played a hand you dealt. And now that Jack's dead, what's next for the Pie Master? Lost chapters. Nope. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. This one was a bit of a slog, I have to say. In total, we've been working on this whenever we could over the past 3 months, and we've had a few delays due to things in real life requiring our attention. We're both fans of the Fable games, and this is the longest playthrough either of us have ever experienced. The arena took around 2.5 hours, and most of that time was just us waiting for things to die. So I speak for both of us when I say thank Christ that's over. We don't research these runs going into them, we generally just go off our own knowledge of these games. So if you can think of any better ways to beat the game using solely summoning spells, or you've got any suggestions on other videos we can do, please feel free to leave a comment, and if you want to click the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'll probably come back and do the rest of the Lost Chapters quest at some point if people really want to see it, but for now we've got our sights set firmly back on Tamriel. There's a certain vampire who needs to cause a bit more havoc in Cyrodiil. We'll catch you next time, if you've got time.